Oh, ow! Where did that come from? Let's go find some treasure! Oh, ow! Where did that come from? Yeah. Exactly! Teamwork is dreamwork!
Picked. I got careless. Pay your dues.
Lay to bear.
I'm going in!
Absorption test.
Show no mercy!
You can't run from death.
Everybody stand! Seat Laline! It's Papa!
Witness my rise. Overruled.
Let's light it up!
Stand clear. Animo test 6308.
I'm going in! Fulfill our pact! You two! Time to end!
You can't run from
Transfixed! This is where you fall.
Huh? That's gonna hurt in the morning. I'm going in.
Animal test 6308. Stick.
Keep lolling. Eat Papa. Get him. Shoot. Oh, ow! Where did that come from?
What could the children be up to? Never mind. Let them.
later. How about we explore the area ahead of us later?
Overruled.
Ha! Coming! I'm tired already. Huh.
Come on! Show me your courage!
Watch out!
Transfixed. What greater pleasure is there than the unexpected?
Looking for me? Don't mind if I do!
Laid bare.
I'm good.
Something with which to commemorate this occasion.
Incoming! Yeah! Fulfill our pact!
Transfixed! An impressive bounty. Something with which to commemorate this occasion.
Coming!
An impressive bounty. Laid bare.
Huh? Off we go!
Animal test 6308.
An impressive bounty.
Teamwork is dreamwork! Let's light it!
Absorption test. Animal test 6308.
Show no mercy! Not you two! Time to end! Not bad. It's all yours.
Witness my rise.
Huh? Everybody stand!
Absorption test.
Watch out! Fulfill our pact!
Something with which to commemorate this occasion.
Is it too much to carry? Here, let me help.
Everlasting as the moon!
Everybody stand!
Absorption test.
Show no mercy! Just like that. Yeah! Fulfill our pact! Sha! Carefully, carefully. Is it too much to carry? Here, let me help. Return to the skies!
Return to the skies! I'm tired already.
Rise like smoke!
Incoming!
Overruled! Ah, something with which to commemorate this occasion.
Laline, East Papa, get him! Teamwork is dreamwork!
impressive bounty.
Thank you for Add Ast.
One, two. Wait.
it's us. Got any new commissions? Specifically one with a huge more attack, perhaps? Paimon's just being enthusiastic.
It's always a pleasure to see our two most avid adventurers again. Actually, we do...
Don't worry about...
To put it simply, the requester is looking for a temporary replacement actress for their musical. But the troupe has also been experiencing...
That does sound like a tricky situation.
That's right. Our adventurers reached out to many actors. There are only a few days left until the performance...
Got it. Oh, this one's a doozy. What do you think? Even if we took the commission, neither of us
If you're interested in helping, maybe you can't fill the role yourselves.
Oh, it's that guy, huh? Hello there. Are you the guy looking for a new actress?
Wait, I know you two! Are you really willing to act in my musical?
Wow, sounds like we're pretty famous in Fontaine. But to answer your question, neither of us have any experience in...
I see. If we can't find someone to step in... all our sets and... If we had a way to make...
Disband?
Oh, I get... One last show. Nobody wants things to just... Yeah, the show just...
Got it. We have a clearer picture. What if we sponsored the show? Traveler, how much more are you kidding?
Please, there's no need to go that far. I wouldn't feel right asking such a huge favor. And I can't promise that we'd ever be able to pay you back.
Good point. We should find someone who will put on the best performance possible. Oh, wait! What about... you know who? That's how you know we're the best apart. She's really good at performing, and she...
Who are you thinking of? Sounds like someone famous. Her! You're... That was a joke.
Nope. Paimon doesn't actually know if she's performed on stage before, but Paimon's pretty confident that she'd be really good at...
You're not wrong there. But even if she's no longer the Hydro Archon, she's still an idol to many people in Fontaine, including myself. Well, yeah... I'm sure Of course.
No point in stress. Besides, things are different now.
Thank you for your help. I guess I'll just stay here and wait for the good news. Good luck.
Wait, where does Farina actually live now?
As it happens, I have her current address here. I can provide it to you.
Woo! When did you get here?
I came over when things were starting to... It is my duty to support commissioners in any way I...
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so...
Well, now that we've got the address, we'll go find... Did Catherine really give us the right address? She lives here? Not that there's anything wrong with this place, it's just, a bit of a step down for...
You know, it's common courtesy to make sure the homeowner isn't an earshot when you're denigrating their abode.
Okay, when did Poppy Got a Thin Air become all the rage? First Catherine and now you?
I was just out on a shopping trip. I ran out of macaroni, so I went to grab a few more bags. I used to have a much wider range of choices when it came to food. But now I'm finding that simple, traditional home cooking can be quite delicious too. Not at all. As long as you have different kinds of sauces in, you can have macaroni and tomato sauce one week, macaroni and bolognese the next.
Oh, sounds like you're really struggling to cope.
How rude! Questioning my cooking skills. The audacity! It's not like I have a very eventful life these days. Actually, I barely leave the house. So I don't see how it's unusual that my meals are a little simpler now too. Besides, I'm sure I could master dishes like la lettre focilor or blubber profiteroles in no time, if I...
There it is, you don't know how to cook.
Not yet, maybe, but... Anyway, what are you even doing here? I do hope you didn't come here just to ogle at my fall from grace. Let me first be clear that I'm not taking guests at this time. So if you're just here to clown around, then please be on your way. Shoo!
Sorry! We're sorry! Please don't be mad! Yeah, exactly! What the Traveler said! Paimon wasn't trying to make fun of you. Hang on a sec, you weren't exactly holding back either!
My help? Well, maybe you're forgetting that I'm no longer the mighty Hydro Archon. I don't even have a vision, you know.
Don't worry, it's nothing that serious. It's just very specific, and you're the one with the power to help!
Oh? Well, if that's the case, then fine. I'll spare you the lecture. So tell me, what specifically makes this I see. I knew you couldn't have come all this way just to amuse yourselves at my expense. After all, I was once the brightest star in all of Fontaine, well-versed in all the various performing arts. A mere musical is well within my capabilities. But given the present circumstances, I'm afraid I must regretfully decline your casting request.
How come? It sounds like this would be a breeze for you!
True, but I have made a decision to although I am no longer required to play the role of the Hydro Archon, the time I spent inhabiting that character has left an indelible mark on me. Centuries of pretending to be a different person changes you completely. I'm not the same person I once was. Of course, that can't be undone now. It's too late, and I have no intention of reinventing myself all over again. But at least I can say that I no longer desire to play any new.
Paimon can understand, but this is just a one-off part to fill in for someone who's sick. Surely that's okay.
Whether it's a one-off or not, it's a boundary that I've committed to no longer cross. If I make an exception to the rule now, I'm just leaving a back door for myself, which would be the same as not having a boundary in the first place. So I'm not going to perform, and that is that.
Okay, guess there's no... Do you know any other actors who might be interested in the role?
Nope.
Short and to the point, okay.
I've never been great at maintaining relationships. Besides, anyone I've ever worked with probably couldn't wait to get rid of me. Since I'm just an ordinary person now, they'll probably just laugh in my face if I go asking them for help. Look, I'm sorry, okay? I'm sorry I drew a line in the sand without thinking about every possible grain on the other side.
Well, is there anything else we can do? This performance really means a lot to the guy we're working for.
Have I not made myself clear? You're barking up the wrong tree. I don't want this job, nor do I know of anyone else who would. Sorry. I didn't mean for that to sound so harsh. I wish I could help, really. But if I thought I had the answer to this problem, I would have...
It's all right. Group will be so disappointed. Yeah, I guess that's all we can do now. All right, then. We'll see you around, Farina.
Toodaloo to you, too. I'm going home to take a rest now.
Staring into my eyes is ill-advised. I can't promise you'll love.
It's too bad, but we have to respect Farina's decision.
That's besides the point. I'll ask you again. Why did you start looking for a replacement without my consent? When did I tell you I'm going to take a step back?
You didn't need to say it. We've known each other for how long now? We know the signs. But you never tell us about your illness, even when it's clearly flaring up.
And that gives you the right to make a decision on my behalf?
Shortly after you left, the troupe's lead actress came to the Adventurers Guild. She believes that she's healthy enough to perform. Excuse me, but can you both take a moment to discuss something else for now? The adventurer assigned to your commission—
Sorry, I was just dealing with a little misunderstanding.
Sadly, it's a no from her. We tried to persuade her, but she wasn't having it. She doesn't want to play the role for
I see. You see, our leading lady has just informed me that she's well enough to make it to the show after all.
Oh, right! Sounds like everything worked itself out then. Yeah, she'd be livid. We'd get the scolding of a lifetime.
Jeez, is Lady Farina really so harsh with people?
Only joking, calm down. So, guess we can consider— Despite the fact that we failed to complete the commission, we were still racking our brains for ideas.
Look, there's no point arguing with you about this anymore. This is the last chance we have, though. If your illness flares up again, there won't be time to find anyone to replace you. So, are you absolutely sure you'll be able to handle it? The whole team is putting everything they have into this final performance. We have to make sure it goes ahead.
Yes, I'm completely confident. I've been taking a new medication from the doctor, and it's working brilliantly. I'll definitely be able to tough it out until the performance day. I share everyone's desire to commemorate all our years as a troupe with a proper farewell show. So the last thing I want is to be left out. Every one of us thinks of this troupe as their home, myself included.
You're right. I'm sorry. I let myself get too worried about the show. I should have asked for your permission first.
All's well that ends well. Sounds like the show will go on. Sure.
Hey, how did you... I was just passing by because I realized I forgot a couple of items on my shopping list. All right, I'm coming. No need to drag me. Hello, one and all. I couldn't help but overhear your conversation just now.
Farina? Didn't you say you were gonna take a rest at home? What are you doing?
I was just ever so slightly concerned about the situation you mentioned. Yes, a teensy bit concerned, that's all. When you came to talk with me earlier, I jumped right to explaining my position and said some strongly, and all before I even had a full grasp of the situation. Anyway, I just feel a bit bad. I'm sorry, Paimon.
Oh, it's totally fine. Paimon didn't take any of that personally.
You really have a knack for asking the most uncomfortable questions, don't you? I felt very sheepish, having had a change of heart after flatly refusing you. But in any case, it sounds like the issue has already been resolved.
Yeah. When they said they were gonna ask for your help, I almost had a heart attack.
There's no need to think like that, and no need to keep addressing me as lady. I was wondering, if this troupe is so important to all of you, why does it have to disband? If the difficulties are purely financial, then there must be a solution. You could put the shows on pause while you look for a sponsor, for instance. Everyone seems so devoted to the troupe. I'm sure if you keep chipping away, you'll find a way through.
We all want to believe that, but some things are just beyond our... Everything's been going downhill ever since we lost our director. She was the heart...
Her name was O'Reilly, and she was the founder as well as the artistic director of our troupe. And tragically, she was a victim in the serial disappearances case.
What?
That's actually how I recognized these two. It was all thanks to their efforts that the true culprit was brought to justice. But still, no sentence can bring our director back.
She was a loyal fan of your performances, Miss Farina. They were what first inspired her to get into music. She rallied many people around her who were destitute or had lost their... People loved our performances back then. We seemed to be going from strength to strength. Things were really looking up for us.
And then disaster struck.
Yeah, none of us know it. It's agonizing.
Oh.
What a terrible waste. A gifted artist from humble beginnings who achieved so much and no doubt had much. I suppose it's fair to say then that this
Yes, exactly. We all miss her
Well, good thing I followed the traveler here. After hearing this tragic tale, I can no longer... I know what you're thinking, but I by no means plan to cross the boundary I've set for myself. I can, however, provide some artistic guidance, but only if you feel this is something that would help, of course.
Oh, most definitely. We'll take any guidance that you can give.
We unfortunately don't have any budget for a consultant, though.
I don't need any compensation. All I'd ask in return, if you're willing, is that you tell me something I've begun to realize since my departure from the Opera Epiclese, is that the law only judges criminal behavior and does not weigh human emotion. The court's verdict can settle the question of criminal liability, but what about all the unresolved emotions of the part? An interesting answer. But if you ask me, take, par exemple, how this troupe pines for their late...
Still a fan of your old dramatic monologues then, huh? You just want to get back in on the action, don't
No. This is a completely different situation. Pearls before swine.
The name's that...
Would you be willing to join me? Come on, take a break from adventuring.
Thank you all so much. Our director was a huge fan of Miss Farina's All right, follow me. We'll go to our usual... Lady Farina?
What's Lady Farina doing?
Hello all. Allow me to explain. As of today, Miss Farina will be supporting... These two over here are the ones that made it possible. You bet that was the
You helped bring up...
Oh, please,
So, you were saying...
Yeah, that's the name of our final show. It's an unfinished script left behind by our director. One of our greatest regrets is that she...
Wait, but if it's not finished...
Yeah, we've been battling issues on every front, trying to realize this dream. The protagonist of the story is a young Oceanid who transforms herself into human form. She longed to live just like any other human. And sure enough, but one day, her true identity was exposed.
So far, so good. A classic tale. What happened after...
That's one of the issues we've been trying to deal with. Unfortunately, this was as far... We need a proper ending so we can bring this musical to the stage. But people...
We still haven't decided between a happy ending or a true-to-life tragedy.
By true to life, you mean the director's sudden disappearance?
Yeah, like they say, truth is stranger than fiction. But then there's the question of whether we really want to...
Exactly. A lot of the time, people come to watch a show just hoping for some light entertainment. And the first is Paul, the other is... He did right.
Although, now that we have Miss Farina helping us, maybe we should...
What opportunity? What do you mean?
Maybe you're unaware, but you're...
Our director was constantly singing your praises.
Oh, stop! You're making me all flustered. Although, not in a bad way. One by one, all the obstacles are being removed. Now is the time to rally the troops.
Makes sense. Okay, priority number 1, let's check in with Paulo and see where he's at with the ending. He went back to Poisson a few days ago. Said that staying...
I thought the last thing...
Yeah, maybe...
Poisson. Nothing. I suppose my presence will be indispensable if we are to restore his faith. So, allons-y. To Poisson!
If I remember correctly, this is where he's staying.
Who is it?
It's me.
You came all the way here?
All right. Forget that for now. Just come on out.
Nice try. Look, just give me some time, okay? I'm just wrapping up this last part.
Okay, then. Look...
So, as expected, he's missed the deadline.
The ending is one of the most important parts of the show. Even once he's done, it isn't final until we've all had the chance to read through and make...
Someone told me they'd just seen you in Poisson. I assumed it was a case of mistaken identity, but sure enough, here you are. And Farina. Hello? Looks like you could be a while, so feel free to take a stroll around town in the meantime. I've made all the arrangements already.
Oh, it's okay. We can just wait here.
Thank you for being so considerate, Miss Navia. That sounds wonderful. We'll take that stroll. Get over... Oblivious are you?
How...
Things are on the mend, but it's a slow process. Some people may never recover from the trauma they experience.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Please, must our conversations take such a depressing turn every time we meet? We all have painful memories. But we don't have to let them cloud and if you're trying to make a new start, perhaps it's best if you don't bring up the past all the time.
Thank you for your words of comfort. You make a very good point. But for now, at least, I think I should stay with the way I'm feeling for a while longer.
It's okay. These things take time. Moving on from a painful experience is easier said than done. Which brings me to why I'm here. I thought you should probably know that not everyone here is ready to forgive and forget after the Hydro Archon's inaction in the face of catastrophe. To avoid upsetting the peace of the theater troupe, and that it's not a perfect solution, but hopefully it means you won't have to lie low while you're here.
That's so thoughtful of you, Navia.
Well, what do you expect? I am the courageous and considerate president of Anyway, that...
Off we go then. Let's take a look up there. I don't have any friends that I can be frank and honest with, so maybe she's right. You're the closest thing to friends that I have. I'm so grateful that Miss Navia was so understanding. To be perfectly honest, it's always easiest to just run away from your problems. But that never fixes anything. You can't get around the obstacle.
So that's why you were nervous when they brought up Poisson.
Yeah. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't scared of coming back here. Still, I felt it was something I had to do. As I was saying before, I want to see for myself the things that I never could in the past. I'd be overjoyed if the people here could find it in their hearts to forgive. Yeah, I can tell people are watching me. I'm sure some people here see the idea of someone coming to Poisson dressed as the Hydro Archon as extremely disrespectful. I used to be terrified of the gaze of other people, especially when they had suspicion or resentment in their eyes. I guess I wasn't quite ready for this.
I'm not surprised you're making yourself go through all of this.
I can't let myself see only the things I want to see. How would that make me any different?
Look! There seems to be a crowd gathering over there.
Probably time we made a move. How about we check out Spina di Rosula's ship? I'm sorry. You probably just wanted a relaxing stroll, and here I am.
We don't mind.
Great. Well, I appreciate your company, so please don't disappear just yet. I don't know whether you can tell, but the years of suffering and loneliness aren't the only reason I have. As I stand here by the ship, I can't get the images of the rising water out of my mind. One after another, people were taken by the water. All those treasured lives and memories washed out of existence in an instant. They thought their god would protect them. They had absolute faith that when disaster struck, a divine power would save them. And all the while, I played my part to perfection to convince them that was true. But then the floodwaters finally came, and the Hydro Archon did nothing.
You shouldn't look at it like that. You were only doing your duty.
I've had to go through so many moments like that for the sake of protecting the truth. As time went on, it got hard. Eventually, I realized I had nothing left except the truth. I became terrified of completely failing in my task, and was haunted by the thought of being left all alone. Fortunately, we were able to avoid the worst-case scenario thanks to the help of heroic individuals such as yourselves. Everyone rose to their responsibilities, and I finally regained my freedom. But on some level, freedom also means no longer being needed.
Paimon would have never imagined you'd see it that way.
Reward? I guess so. Back then, I didn't even dare to dream about having someone to confide in. I was scared of someone recognizing me for who I truly was. And believe in the Farina you see on stage. She is the one you can trust. I had to keep all my feelings, all my curiosity about life to myself. That's what I really meant when I said I'm no good at maintaining relationships.
So that's where you were coming from. Paimon totally thought you were just a bit of a diva at heart.
Could you please get off my case? I don't know what's gotten into you today. I'm making an effort here. You could at least try to do the same. I do. I once had nothing but the truth, and now I'm finally free to live my own life again. And even though I have no idea where I'm going right now, at least the choice is in my hand. All right, it's about time to head back. Paulo should have finished the ending by now.
Sure, okay, let's...
Didn't you say you needed to watch what you eat?
Come on. It's not... Anyway.
Are you kidding me right now? It's not your character's health I'm worried about, it's yours. I've spent my whole life battling the effects of ill health, and it kills me to watch you willingly ruin yours by filling yourself up with junk all the time.
Oh no, looks like... We're back! Could you maybe put your differences aside for a moment?
Ah, you're back. We've been enjoying Spina di Rosula's VIP treatment in your stead. Paulo's nearly done. We shouldn't have to wait too much.
Great! So you were discussing your characters, right?
Me? I'm an Oceanid too.
He was originally supposed to take the form of a crane, but he... outgrew that role. Well, the costume at least. So now he's playing the boar instead.
Sorry.
The boar's not a bad character, actually. He's the one who raises the little Oceanid, yeah?
That's right. He has some pretty memorable lines, too. Like when he imparts some solemn words of wisdom to the... If you become human, you can reveal your secret...
Wait, that sounds kind of
It's the most important line in the whole script. I think it's a symbol. She kept quiet about all the trials and tribulations. It was only after she was gone that we realized how tough her job...
You mentioned earlier that the troop is like your home.
Yeah. I was born with it. I spent some years taking whatever work I could find and trying to manage my illness with various medicines. It was like that until the director found me one day. She took me under her wing.
She sounds like a really incredible person.
She really was. She gave everything she had to her troupe and the people in it. All of us were so proud to call her our director. I was a lost child too when she found me. The other kids were all... One day...
Let me guess. Fortunately, the next person...
Yeah.
The day you hoped would never come.
how times change.
Oh, you're finally done? Get your butt over here. There's someone I need to introduce you to. This is our new artist.
Farina? The Farina? Oh my god, how did you manage to wrangle that?
Please, the honor is all mine. I was profoundly moved to hear about your troupe and your wonderful director.
Same here!
Even so, this is just... Oh, wow. I'm sorry. I'll try to calm down. Now, where was I? Ah, yes, the script, of course. Let me give you a rundown of how the story unfolds in my version. I'm sure you're already familiar with the beginning of the story. A little Oceanid decides she finds love and friendship in the bustling city. The people start to notice the little Oceanid. In the end, they discover that all...
Consciousness? You mean...
Water as a conscious entity. There's actually quite a few stories that explore this theme.
Since the little Oceanid is a water spirit, she immediately understands how the water is feeling. She then tells her lover about her true identity, as well as the truth behind the crisis. Her lover accepts her for who she is, and works with her to find a way to bring the water back. The little Oceanid is...
And then?
In the end, she makes the brave decision to sacrifice herself to save her lover, and the rest of humanity.
Huh? But didn't they all treat Cleo like a villain? Why would she want to save them after that?
Well, she mainly wanted to save her lover, plus everyone who'd stood up for her.
Through her love for her human partner, she was able to find an even greater love, one that extended to all of humanity. Surely the biggest...
There's actually something else that bothered. You know the protagonist is supposed to represent the director, right? And she never had the chance to become a hero in our world. If we're serious about dedicating this show to her memory, we should make the ending as true to life as possible.
That sounds like too cruel of an ending to me. And perhaps a little irresponsible to present to the audience.
That ending would be a perfect mirror to Director Aureli's death. On the day when she went missing, Director Aureli had instructed us all. We waited and we looked for her.
The director?
I've been trying...
Vilma? The one who's playing the role of the
Yeah.
Grief? Because...
What?
It's time to be upfront with you all. No more keeping secrets from each other. We'll never be able to agree on the ending if we can't be honest. I did tell her how I felt once, but she turned me down pretty much straight away. She said that we were all like brothers and sisters to her, and she'd never considered us as potential romantic partners. Not that it came as a shock or anything. It was what I was expecting to hear. So I told her I said, maybe one day in the future, when everyone's settled into their own lives and on the up and up, well, maybe then she could reconsider. And now, that day will... So if I'm the one writing this ending, then I'm gonna make sure it does right by Aureli.
In that case, you have to straighten things out with Vilma once and for all. We've all had our differences of opinion.
Well, if that's what...
Are you ready to face the truth?
Honestly, I'm slightly terrified. Funny you should ask, though. You really do get what I'm going through.
I certainly do. Come on, everyone. Allons-y!
This is tough going.
As if this journey wasn't...
Don't worry. We should all be fine with the traveler here. Wait, why are you all looking at me?
We're just curious, that's all. I don't think anyone's ever seen Farina in a fight before.
Yeah, but don't you remember why? The Hydro Archon willingly gave up all her power so it could—
Precisely! And I'm not even the Hydro Archon anymore, so all my power is gone anyway. As much as it pains me, unfortunately, I should just stay put. I'm more like a damsel in distress.
That sounded so smug. Ugh, secondhand embarrassment is unbearable.
C'est la vie indeed. Alas, I am forced to watch on helpless—
Aw, too bad. I was so pumped to feast my eyes on
Sorry to leave all the heavy—
Don't worry, piece of...
Transfix. Let's light it up! I'm going in! Fulfill our pact!
Bravo! Good show! You certainly live up to your reputation.
Yeah, thank you. Anyway, the path is cleared now, so onwards and upwards.
Vilma!
Huh? Oh, it's you guys. Wait.
I can explain. We've been rounding up the whole...
So, you think... If I open this can of worms now...
Vilma, unless you mean to...
I don't want to talk about it.
Listen, Vilma. I used to think that my love for Aurelie was a point of shame. But now, I've made up my mind to put it all on the table. The little Oceanid cannot be complete unless we do justice to Aurelie on...
This is why people think of you as not being the As you all know already, the troupe was kept afloat not from ticket sales, but donations from the audience. Of course, that was nowhere near enough. We took on side jobs when we weren't performing, but even then... So, anyway, one day after a show, it seemed like a win-win. The drink in question was... synth.
Isn't that the drink peddled by the culprit behind the serial disappearances case?
I freaked, but she didn't reprimand. The merchant was... I was going to sort it on my own, but the director stopped me. She said that this was an issue for the whole troupe, but things only got worse from there. The synth merchant... I admit this whole thing was my mistake. I didn't dare to tell any of you the truth back then, and I got Aurelie killed. There.
Hey, don't...
You traitor! You knew Aurelie was in danger. Why in God's name didn't you tell us? What do you mean? You were afraid. This was a life and death situation. How could you be so...
Please, try not to get too worked up.
Yeah, listen to him! You need to stay calm!
Stay calm? How can I stay calm? This guy got Aurelie murdered! She was the love of my... And he has the gall to try and high-road us, claiming that he kept his mouth shut for the sake of the show! How about taking some...
All I can say is I'm sorry. I'm just a coward who made an awful, terrible mistake that I can never take back. Beat me up if you want. Kill me if you prefer. It's what I deserve. End my life. So I can meet the director and apologize to her in person.
Get out of my sight! Go! Get lost! I don't ever want to...
That's enough! You've screamed and shouted at each other for long enough. Now pipe down, can you stop conflating the show on... You keep saying that you...
I'm sorry.
On stage, the lead role is the focal point of the... But in her... What she wants... I understand.
Yeah.
So think hard. If you really hate each other and can't reconcile your differences, but you can't bring... What are you laughing at? I don't see what's...
Sorry, I didn't mean it that way. It's just that... If she'd seen Paulo and Vilmont...
Really? But she sounded like such a...
Of course she was.
I'm...
It's all right.
So...
Clearly, the end of the story needs to focus...
What do you...
The Traveler's Wreck. If you could find...
You really think...
I trust that...
No.
Well...
Come.
You want to review some recovered items Still.
So...
Hey! It's full of
let me take a look. Looks like she kept it. If we'd had the...
Lachey took...
I guess Aurelie... wait. It cuts off. Her handwriting here gets patchier and more illegible by the line. Her final words are... I'll let you read.
She was so terrified.
She may have been a mighty hero. I can't bear to think how... wait. If you become human...
Isn't that the most important line in the little...
Because I am an older...
Oh!
So she didn't regret her decision. I'm sure this... She had their up...
She deserves a hero's fare.
Even in the last...
She did her best. We know what...
I will channel all my... I won't ask for...
Then it's...
Really? How can you be so sure when you...
Don't underestimate my experience. After watching if you want to move the audience and aren't... I don't believe anybody could be more committed to bringing this to...
Thank you for the vote.
Then, let's not delay things.
Actually, before that, I'd like during the curtain call, please allow me to use the director's name instead of my own.
Huh? But...
After all, besides...
Well...
Alright, I'll...
Procure a stage?
Oh, it's okay.
That place? Oh, don't be silly. For an extraordinary show, we need...
Whoa, wait.
No. That's never going to work. It's far too fancy for the likes of us.
What are you afraid of? Surely you don't think that Aurelie's story is unworthy...
No, though...
It is supposed to be your grand finale.
I'll take your silence as a yes. Thank you for giving us this opportunity.
Well, then don't disappoint me. A few messes. Come on. We'll need to get the go-ahead from Nervilette. I knew you'd be here.
I'm here merely for a short break. It has been a while, Miss Farina. And you too, Traveler in Paimon.
I would like to book the Opera Epiclese for an event.
I understand. The process for booking the Opera Epiclese is complex and can be somewhat cumbersome. The story of the Little Oceanid is most fascinating. I'm looking forward to seeing it perform. I will say, however, that I am surprised to see your passion for the performing arts rekindled after all that has happened.
Huh? What do you mean? Do I look excited?
Yes. And this is the first time that I've seen you like this since your departure from deityhood.
At first, I just felt bad about rejecting them. So I wanted to learn a little bit more about their situation. In the past, maybe it's...
I'm truly delighted to see you find a new lease on life. Now that you've regained some confidence, have you had any thoughts regarding a return to the stage?
Why would you suddenly ask?
Well, if the Little Oceanid turns out to be a great success, it will no doubt become a classic. Many theater companies are certain to add it to their repertoire. The experiences and decisions of the protagonist, Cleo, are all modeled after your own. Naturally, this makes you eminently suited to playing the leading. It would truly be a shame if you did not take this opportunity to allow audiences to enjoy your
Haven't I already made myself clear? I won't act or perform in any role ever again. No exception. Nor do I think it is any great shame. There is no lack of fine. This experience is a case in point. I must admit, though, I'm a little envious. They're quite fortunate to be able to bid farewell to their past and...
I see. Well, I'm glad to learn that you have found a role to play that you enjoy. I sincerely hope the show will serve as the...
Thanks, Nerva.
You are very...
Good news, everyone! Thanks to my eloquent and impassioned speech, Monsieur, we've had to fight. A touching story. Now,
The sooner we can Fiamma and I just went over some parts of the script and tweaked a few things.
Wow!
Communication is vital to any good...
Look at us!
It's amazing! Even though Farina's still being a bit of a drama queen about it all, she's really fired everyone up!
please feel free to give us any...
Hey, Loic, get...
Cursed Cleo. She stole the waters of life from us. She's a fraud, and she must pay for her crimes.
This has nothing to do with her. The ignorant...
This guy could be...
Leave this place, oh little Oceanid, and never, ever look back!
Everyone's really throwing themselves into their roles. I haven't seen such a fine performance. If only...
What should we do? It's almost time for her to take this...
Why? Why does it have to...
Hey, what's going on? You're due on stage... Oh no, not again. But...
They've been getting less and less effective over time.
What? I thought they cure it. So they were only managing your symptoms?
I figured...
How could you do this to yourself? And after that lecture you gave me about not looking after...
I'm sorry.
You...
Miss Farina?
Say no more. If you're sick, you need to rest. Loic, your character has no more scenes, correct?
Oh, yeah. I think my scenes are all done. Although, I do have one more line, but I get...
Please take Delphi back to her place to rest. From the sublime to the ridiculous. After all that...
Thank you, Miss Farina.
Never mind. What's done is done. No one likes regrets. Leave it to me. I've watched you rehearse so many times.
I do not doubt your acting skills. What, in your opinion, is the reason Cleo shines?
It's her pure heart, despite all the pain and loneliness she had to...
Well said. I leave Director Oreo...
Yet? Let's get here!
She's not coming!
You're wrong. She's here.
Si je pouvais vivre dans l'eau, le monde serait-il plus beau? Me pardonneras-tu, ô chère mère? L'eau dans son courant fait danser nos vies, et la cité elle nourrit, ainsi que toi mon doux amour.
But what about your wish?
My... wish...
Become human. You can reveal your secret to no one. You will face suffering and loneliness. Is this truly what you want?
Is it just me? Or was that Lady Farina on the stage?
She hasn't been seen for a while. Gotta say, though, her act...
The little Oceanid, Cleo, played by Aurélie Fumont.
Wait, that's not her name.
I don't know. Maybe it's just a doppelganger.
I've spent a lot of time out of the spotlight, and they didn't use my name during the curtain call either. Hopefully not. It's too bad that I had to break the one clear rule I'd managed to make for myself. Still, it felt good.
Finally, we would like to give a special thanks to our artistic consultant and event coordinator, Miss Farina.
Hey, that's not what we agreed on.
Oh, so it was... She's back.
Honestly, what is he doing? He should have run that by me first.
All right, calm down. Don't be mad. This was a group decision. We just didn't want your contributions to go unacknowledged. After all,
Yes, I know the rule, but it should still be applied on a case...
It's no big deal. What's the worst that could happen?
Oh, yeah? Well, since you think it's so easy, you can sign them for me.
This is a great chat and all, but can we talk about that crazy thing that happened during the show? It nearly gave Paimon flew over to where she was supposed to be and was about to drop the prop vision, and then suddenly, a real one popped out of thin air!
Oh, I've got no idea what happened there either. But hey, it worked pretty... I'll bet the audience has never seen...
wait, what about Dolphy?
Let's go check on her as soon as we finish clearing the stage.
Yes. Plus, she'll definitely want to hear how the end of... If nothing else, we can safely say that we accomplished what...
You're back. She's doing okay. Her condition stabilized after taking some of her original medication. From experience, though...
How did the performance...
You'll be glad to know it was fantastic! Also, you're not gonna believe what happened while Farina was on the...
That's one... I'm so sorry
No, don't worry about it. Like, even though you couldn't see it through to...
Well, one way or another, I've had bad luck.
Blaming your bad luck again, are we?
Oh, don't you
Aw, you two clearly care...
I don't know what you're talking about.
You mean we never stop arguing with...
So, any plans for the next... After the brilliant performance you put on, you could capitalize on the rave reviews and license out the little Oceanid to the bigger theater.
No, we should still disband.
Yeah, it's what we all...
After all that's happened, I should give you guys some space.
Hey, don't just walk off!
I still want to keep performing, so I might join another troupe. After watching Miss Farina's performance, I think I'm starting to understand our director's infatuation with musicals.
You should do it. It suits you.
Oh, so now you finally got your priorities in order. What about you, Miss Farina?
Well, frankly, I think a return to obscurity is no longer an option for me. I'm sure a slew of consultancy requests will hound me wherever I go, until I finally acquiesce. You rather sealed my fate there with your special thanks at the end of the show.
Sorry.
It's quite all right. No, maybe. I still don't wish to pretend to be someone else. Yeah. But from now, I want to watch them blow. I'm sure.
Sounds like the more you get out into the world, the more...
If a vision is a gift from the god, then I should do my best to...
absorption test.
Huh? Everybody stand! You two! Time to end them!
Animal test 6308.
I'm going in! Huh? Get to work!
So soon! Prepare yourself!
This is where you fall.
Can't run from death.
Let's light it up! Even better than I imagined. It's my lucky... Transfixed!
Fear not. What's a little thunder when even lightning wouldn't dare strike our path?
Let's light it up!
Absorption test. Animal test 60.
Teamwork is dreamwork! Lolline! Eat Papa! Get him! Coming!
An impressive bounty.
Overruled! Everybody stand! Fulfill our pact! Suffer the wrath of...
What greater pleasure is there than the unexpected?
Show no mercy! Alright, let's finish this bear!
That was quick. Ah, something with which to commemorate this occasion.
perception test.
Teamwork is dreamwork! Ha! See, Laline, eat Papa! Get him!
Ah, something with which to commemorate this occasion. Laid bare.
Let's hope you'll pull up a good...
I'm tired already. Go on, take them. I'll thank...
Yeah.